Well, my name's Marshall Perry, and I'm from Canada originally, born and raised in Saskatchewan, Canada. It's actually kind of a funny story. I came down here to Lake Atitlan to stay. I came to Santa Cruz to stay at La Iguana Perdida, and what happened was on my first night, I went down for dinner and I left my backpack in the dorm, and somebody actually went through and ransacked the dorm and stole my wallet and my camera. So I was in this awkward position of not having any money and not having my credit cards or debit card or any access to money. But luckily for me, I was staying at La Iguana Perdida, which is run by an amazing couple named Dave and Deedle. They felt really bad about what happened because it's not a usual occurrence there, so they essentially gave me a volunteer job so that I could stay there and eat and work while I waited for my parents to send me new credit cards so I could get back on my journeys. But because I had so much hospitality experience already, they needed a manager, so they gave me a manager job. I basically got settled in Santa Cruz and fell in love with the lake and the vibe of this town. After 4 years back in Canada, I just was able to come back here with my now fiancée Annette, and we have made a life for ourselves in Santa Cruz. One day we were here and we rented some paddle boards and we went out on the water, and it was essentially my first time paddleboarding. I had not done it, well actually I had done it back home in Canada one time, but it was the standard, like I just took a board and went and fell and goofed around and had no instruction or no training in it, so it was just like trying it out. But we rented some boards while we were here and we went out on the water and really had a nice morning, and I just noticed that there were not really very many people that were offering this service around the lake. There was only one person at the time, and I noticed that he wasn't really taking advantage of what you could be doing with a paddleboarding business on this lake. And so I saw an opening. We started off by getting 4 hard boards that we found here in Guatemala, and then I felt that it was important for me to become certified because I didn't want to come across like the guy that was just trying to make a quick buck, or to, you know, have tourists pass through and give them a fake experience. I wanted to give them a genuine, like truly proper paddleboard experience. So we went to California. I studied with the Academy of Surfing Instructors, got my level 2 certification, and then came back with a couple more inflatable boards, and that's kind of like when Stand Up Paddle Atitlan truly began, was when we returned from California in October of last year. That was sort of the true iteration of the business, and we've been operating for a year now, and we had a really good year. Lots of tours, lots of happy people, and we're just excited to see where we can take it next. Right now we are very happy to be offering our SUP Eco Tour. It is a 2 to 2.5 hour tour here in Santa Cruz where we introduce people to paddleboarding, we take them out on the water, we want people to experience the lake the way we see it. It's truly an unforgettable experience, especially when you add in the fun of doing some cliff jumping, some swimming, and trying out some SUP yoga as well too. But what we really want to do, and what our future goal is to be able to expand our services to offer like SUP paddleboard cultural retreats. We want people to come down here for multiple days, to paddle from town to town, and to be able to bring these people into these different towns and show them the beauty and the offerings and the local culture that these different towns have, so that they get to experience Lake Atitlan in a way that not everybody does, because they get to have that sense of accomplishment by paddling, you know, 2 or 3 kilometers in the morning from one town to the next, but then also being able to see all the different experiences and tours and local cultures that those towns offer as well, and just combine it into a physical but also cultural experience.
Any final words?
We just really hope that we can keep paddleboarding fresh in the minds of Guatemalans and tourists alike in Lake Atitlan. My goal is to just introduce this sport to as many people as I can, to take as many people out on the water and to show them a good time and keep them safe. And the more that we can do that and grow, the more we can give back to this community, hire more people, get more equipment, and just expand our operation so that it can benefit the entire town and provide jobs and hopefully give back, because we love this location and we want to see it prosper and develop in a sustainable and economic way, and we hope that we can contribute to that.